Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kathy. So I wanted to do a short video on, do you have friends that bring you down? So this came to mind the other day. It was put on my heart that maybe someone needs to hear this. Do you have friends that after you talk to them or see them, hang out with them, even get a text message or an email or something from them, you just feel kind of, I don't know, not happy, not as maybe uplifted as you were. Yeah, so maybe you come away from your time with them feeling worse than when you got there. So this, yeah, it might sound weird, especially if they're friends of yours. And I've had this happen to me. I'll get into that here in a minute. But here's what I just wanted to say is that if you have that going on right now, I give you permission to step back from any friends or family members that make you feel bad. Maybe they're just so depressing to be around. Maybe they aren't kind to you. Maybe they put you down about whatever it is. Oh, you're still single. Or, oh, you're still dating that person. Oh, you still work that job. You really need to find something else. Or, your kid is still having trouble at school. Oh my gosh. Just always maybe being a downer and criticizing you. That could be one aspect of it. Or maybe on the other side, someone is just really just a downer. And of course, reach out to them if you are led and feel comfortable to check in with them to make sure they're okay. And I've done that before, but some people are just so negative and so depressing to be around. And it might not be maybe that they're depressed, but they just have that demeanor about them, just really negative. Even a beautiful blue sky, sunny day, they'll find something to complain about or just anything. So yeah, my permission is for you to feel free to step away, to step back from those people, because no one needs to be feeling bad. I was thinking about, there's enough going on in this world and in our lives on a day-to-day basis, just trying to get through all the things that we have to do. So maybe we have a spouse, maybe we have kids, get them off to school, maybe help them with homework when they get home. Maybe we have a house to take care of, pets, maybe one of the cars is having issues. Maybe you need a new roof. Maybe you need a new water heater, or, just all the things that happen in life. That's enough to keep all of us busy and, with a little dash of stress here and there. And we don't need to be hanging around people that are making us feel bad. Our friends should be uplifting, encouraging, loving, respectful, all of those things. And people change over time is what I have noticed. So like one friend of mine, I'm not sure if I heard from him recently, and that's what got me thinking about this, that, oh, I should do a video, if someone feels like they feel worse, their friend makes them feel worse, after being around them. Or, do your friends make you feel bad? And they might not mean to, they might just be, it's how they are. Or like I said, as they're getting older, as we're all getting older, things happen. People become more cynical, more, what's the word? I'll have to think of it. But cynical, just maybe depressing to be around if they've had a lot of bad things, maybe a string of bad things happen, which is very unfortunate. And like I mentioned, of course, be there for your friend if they're going through something and they need support and they need someone to talk to, and even if they need help with their mental health. So I'm just talking about maybe someone's personality. Maybe they've always been like this. Yeah, so it's okay to step back, for your own mental health and your own sanity and your own happiness. No one wants to, look at their phone and see someone calling. And it was maybe at one time a very close friend of yours, and you would have thought, oh, cool, so-and-so's calling. But nowadays you look at it and you're like, ugh, I don't want to talk to them. Oh, I'll just text them back. I'll tell them I was busy and I'll text them. And so, because, the last few times maybe that you've talked to them, you come away just feeling bad. And, all the reasons I mentioned, they're negative. Maybe they're turning something towards you. Maybe they have something going on and they're taking it out on you. So I had a really close friend in college, a guy friend, and we lived in the same dorms, and we had the same interests in music, and I'm trying to think of what else. But yeah, we got along great. We never dated or anything. We were always just friends. And yeah, we would go, he would hang out with me and my girlfriends and all that. We'd go out dancing or whatever we'd do, go to concerts. And yeah, actually that was probably another thing we did a lot, was go to concerts and of course partying, back in the college days. And so, yeah, he was considered, a really close friend. But what happened probably it's been more than that. Maybe, I don't know, between 5 and 7 years ago, something happened with a mutual friend of ours. And I messaged him like, oh my gosh, I just heard, oh, holy cow. And I think he ended up calling me right then. And, I found out the details of what happened to our friend. And as we were talking, and I can't remember if it was that conversation or one a little later, but he ended up being so rude and disrespectful. I'm just thinking, why are you acting like this? And it totally caught me off guard. Like, am I really hearing what I'm hearing? And I didn't want to call him on it right then. Like I said, it just totally caught me off guard. I was shocked by it. I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on with him. So anyways, like I said, that was probably 5 to 7-ish years ago. And so we haven't really, I don't think we've talked since, maybe once or twice, but it was just really strained and not comfortable. So I don't know what's going on with him. And he's been married for quite a few years now. And I know his wife, I'm friends with her. We were just messaging the other day. And and probably even if I asked, he wouldn't tell me. So I don't know, what is going on with him. One mutual friend of ours said, he's really stressed at work. He's working insane hours. But this has been year after year after year. And he's just been acting different. I message him every year on his birthday. He doesn't always reply. He doesn't always message me on my birthday, which whatever. But it's just totally different. And, after that phone call where I just came away going, oh my gosh, he was so rude. And like I said, disrespectful and just acting. So I don't know, like if he was trying to push me away. Some people do that. They'll be rude or mean to you as a way to push someone away. And so yeah, that just wasn't, like I said, the following phone calls just weren't comfortable and just something, yeah. So with that relationship, that's one where I can say, you know, I have to step back, which it's not really a problem. He's not really in touch anyways. But yeah, that was one where I was feeling bad after talking to this person. And I have some other situations, just for time. I see we're at 10 minutes. And I thought this was just going to be short. But yeah, other friends of mine who, as we all get older, like I was talking about, you know, maybe things have happened, they've lost their parents, or just things, you know, life, this, that, and the other thing. They have become more cynical, more depressed, or depressing to be around. And yeah, you come away from a conversation, or some of these people I'm talking about, like you text them to check in, hey, how's it going, whatever, as you always used to do. Here's what we're up to, what are you guys up to? And you don't hear anything back, or you just get, you know, like, we're fine, as a text back. And so yeah, there's different situations where, you know, just take care of your own mental health and your own happiness. And if you need to step away from a relationship, maybe just step back and take a breather, especially if this relationship, this friendship is making you feel bad, either about yourself or about whatever it is, your life. Yeah, definitely, you know, it's okay to do that. So, because no one needs to be put in a position over and over where you just, yeah, you're talked down to, you're demeaned, you're not respected, things like that. So yes, that was put on my heart. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know down below if you've had that happen with any like really close friends, and then things have changed over time where you're just like, gosh, I don't even like talking to them anymore. They, you know, I feel bad. I feel bad about myself. I feel down. I feel sad. I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I need to, you know, get a new car, get a new house, get a new spouse, you know, send my kids off to boarding school, you know, just whatever it is that is brought up. So hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, let me know down below. I hope you guys like, subscribe if you're not already, share with anyone who you think might enjoy the content, and leave me a comment. That all helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you're having a good day. God bless.